Good morning students. Today's session in periodic classification of elements lesson, the next topic we are going to discuss is ionization energy. Ionization energy. What is meant by ionization energy? Ionization, the process of formation of ions is called as an ionization. So that like that way the atom will become an ion, that time how much amount of energy it's taking, that is nothing but called as an ionization energy. Ionization energy. Okay. So that is when an isolated gaseous atom required some amount of energy to remove an electron, from the isolated gaseous atom, that energy is called as an ionization energy. That time that atom will become a cation. Understand what I am saying? When an isolated gaseous atom, the atom required some amount of energy to remove an electron from it, that time that atom will become a cation. That required amount of energy is called as an ionization energy. Okay, so this we can say as a first ionization energy, because the neutral atom will become a cation. That's it is called as a first ionization energy. Again this cation M plus, again it need energy to remove one more electron from it. That time that cation will become what? Monovalent cation will become divalent cation. That time how much amount of energy it required to remove from it the electron is called as in second ionization energy. Again from M2 plus M3 plus, from M3 plus M4 plus. So like that way it will go. That is called as in successive ionization energy. That is called as in what now? Successive ionization energy. So like this way the total number of electrons are less than the cation. Total number of electrons are less, because if you take example, if you take example sodium, what's the atomic number of sodium? 11. Okay, it remove one electron means what? It will become Na plus. Okay, so sodium can have 11 electron, but sodium plus can have a 10 electron. So that only they are saying nothing but what they are saying. Okay, the total number of electrons are less in the cation, okay, than that of the neutral atom, while the nuclear charge remains same. What is meant by atomic number? Already we have discussed from the beginning classes and all. Atomic number is nothing but number of protons inside the nucleus or number of electrons revolve around the nucleus are called as an, in an atom are called as an what? No, atomic number. Atomic number. So an atom can have an atomic number 11 means, what is the meaning for that one? Already we have discussed 11 protons, 11 electrons it can have. Understood? Okay. Understand what I am saying? Okay. So now what will happen now? From that atom we are removing one electron. That time that atom will acquire the positive charge. But that atom can have one less number of electron. But what about the nuclear charge? Nothing but proton is same, remains same. That only they are saying. While the nuclear charge remains the same, but the total number of electrons are less in the cation than that of the neutral atom. Therefore, effective nuclear charge of the cation is higher than the effective nuclear charge of the cation. It is nothing but what? Attraction. Okay, attraction based on the nucleus is effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge of the cation is higher than the corresponding neutral atom. Then the successive ionization energies are always like this, the increasing order only. First ionization energy is less than that of second ionization energy, than that of third ionization energy, and so on. Like this way it will go. Okay, so now what is meant by ionization energy and what is meant by successive ionization energy? Successive ionization energies are in the order, how it is in the order we have discussed. Next we are going to discuss about how this ionization energy will be varying along the period and along the group. What is meant by period in the periodic table? Horizontal rows are called periods and vertical columns are called as groups. Okay, so from left to right in the periodic table along the period, if we move means what about the ionization energy decreases or increases? That only we are going to discuss. So if we move from left to right in the periodic table along the period, what will happen? Ionization energy increases. Ionization energy increases because of increase of nuclear charge. Because of increase of what they are saying? Nuclear charge. What is meant by nuclear charge? Protons present inside the nucleus. That positive charge on the nuclear charge. Understand or? Suppose one atom can have 9 electrons, 9 protons means what will happen? Like this, if we go means example, first element in the second period if you take means lithium. Lithium can have a 3 atomic number. So lithium can have a 3 proton and 3 electron. Understood? Next barium, beryllium 4, boron 5. So one step it will be increases. Last class itself we have discussed, we are discussing about the atomic radius, how it is varying along the group and along the period. We have discussed. Okay. So if we move like this way left to right in the periodic table, lithium 3, 4, beryllium 5, 4, boron 6, carbon 7, nitrogen, oxygen 8, 9, fluorine, like that way. One step only increases, nothing but nuclear charge increases, nothing but both number of electrons and number of protons, one step increases. So number of protons and number of electrons same means what will happen? The nucleus of the proton will attract the electron towards itself. Which electron? Outermost cell electron towards itself. So that time what will happen? One electron increases. One electron increases means that one extra electron, where it will go? It will go and occupy the same cell. Okay, suppose example lithium is 3, 2 electron in the first cell and the 1 electron in the second cell. Beryllium 4, 2, here 2. So what? That extra 1 electron, where it will go and occupy? It will go and occupy the second cell, same cell only. Understand or? So what will happen? The proton of the nucleus attract the valence cell electron towards itself. That time it is not possible for that atom easily remove electron from it. Okay, so because like this way electrons are what pulled towards the nucleus means these electrons are not easily removed from it. Understood? So that time that atom will require more energy. The atom will require more energy to remove an electron from it. That's why they are saying from left to right in the periodic table along the period if we move means what they are saying? Ionization energy increases because of increase of nuclear charge. Nuclear charge increases means what will happen? The nucleus will attract the electrons, valence electron towards itself. That time for that atom not possible to remove the electron from the valence cell. So it is difficult to remove the electron from it. That time it requires more amount of the energy. That's why we are saying what more? Increases along the period. And along the group if you take means decreases. While we move from the top to bottom along the group in the periodic table, what they are saying? Ionization energies what decreases. Why ionization energies decreases? Example, I have taken the first group. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, like that way it will go. So hydrogen 1 electron. 1 electron means first cell only it will be present. Next lithium, second element present in the first group, lithium. Lithium can have atomic number 3. So how we can write? 2 electron in the first cell, 1 electron in the second cell. Now next one is what? Sodium. How many electrons can have sodium? 11 electrons. So 2 electron in the first cell, 8 electron in the second cell and remaining 1 electron in the third cell. So first hydrogen, first one. Hydrogen electron in the first cell. Next element lithium. While we move from top to bottom along a group. So lithium go and occupy the second cell, last electron of lithium. and next to lithium, sodium, last electron of sodium will go and occupy the third cell, next cell. At the same time, if you take after sodium, in the first group, what will come along the group from top to bottom? Potassium. Potassium will go and occupy the fourth cell, last electron. Understood? So like that way, what they are saying, while move from top to bottom in the periodic table along a group, size of the atom increases. Size of the atom increases. So size of the atom increases means what about that? Inner cells are increases. So inner cells increases means attraction between the nucleus and the outermost cell, what will happen? Screened or sealed. So like that way, sealed means not possible to attract the electrons of the valence cell. What about nucleus? Not possible to attract easily because of presence of inner cells. Inner cells and all what? Sealed the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost cell, or screened the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost cell. So shielding effect and we can say what? Screening effect. Due to that, what will happen? If we move from top to bottom in the periodic table along the group, okay, what will happen? The ionization energy decreases. Ionization energy decreases because, okay, these inner cells are screened the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost cell electron means then easily that atom remove this outermost or valence cell electron from it. So no need of what? Spending more energy to remove the electron from that outermost cell. That's why easily that atom can remove the electron of the outermost cell. That's why they are saying from top to bottom along a group while we move means what they are saying? Ionization energy decreases because of increase of size of the atom, shielding effect, screening effect. This and that we can say. Okay, Mama? Easy only, and like this way they will ask the reasonable question, how while we move from left to right in the periodic table along a period and along a group, how ionization energy decreases or increases. Okay, the next one we are going to discuss is electron affinity. Next, periodicity in property or periodic trend in properties. Last class we have discussed about atomic and ionic radius. Now today's class ionization energy we have discussed, and the next one periodicity or periodic trend in properties is nothing but electron affinity. What is the meaning for affinity? Attraction. Okay, electron attraction, electron gaining. So one atom, isolated gaseous atom, gain one electron. That time that atom will become a negative charge. At the same time, it will gain electron means it can have a more energy. So that extra energy it will be released. That energy is called as an electron affinity, or we can say electron gain enthalpy. Understand? Enthalpy is nothing but energy. Okay, one more time I will explain. One isolated gaseous atom gain electron, that time it can have more energy. That more energy, that excess energy it will be released. That time that atom will become a what? Negatively charged anion it will become. Understood? Example, you can take chlorine. Chlorine can have a 17 electron. Chlorine gain 1 electron and it will become Cl minus. That time it will liberate some amount of energy. That energy is called as an electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity. Same way we can discuss how this electron affinity along a period and along a group varying. Along a period, if we move from left to right in the periodic table, what about the electron affinity? Increases. Same reason we can say for ionization energy. What reason we have I said? Same reason we can say that is nothing but what? While we move from left to right in the periodic table along the period, okay, electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy increases because of increase of nuclear charge. That also increase of nuclear charge one step only. So that one electron, extra electron will go and add in the same cell. Understand? So what they are saying, that time the nucleus of the proton will attract the outermost cell electrons. So it will move like this way. Okay, if we add one electron to this atom, that time this electron and this electron repel. Okay, understood? So repulsion takes place. So what they are saying, that time that atom while gaining the electron, it gain more energy, it need more energy to gain the electron. That's why they are saying what, while we move from left to right in the periodic table, along the period electron affinity increases. And along the group, what is that? Along the group, electron affinity, same way what we have discussed about the ionization energy, we can say that also along the group from top to bottom in the periodic table, electron affinity will move means decreases because of increase of size of the atom, shielding effect or screening effect. So inner cells and all increases, understand? So the electrons also loosely, size of the atom also more, and electrons also loosely packed. So easily what they are saying, spacious, more space is there, so that atom can gain the electron easily, because of size of the atom. And what the size of the atom means what? The electrons are loosely bounded, and it can have a space also, so it can gain the electron easily. Understand? Okay, no repulsion take place here. Understood? So it can gain the electron easily. That time while we move from top to bottom in the periodic table along a group, what they are saying, electron affinity decreases because of the increase of size of the atom and shielding effect. Understood now? Next periodic trend in properties. The next property is electronegativity. Okay, so electronegativity definition, how we can say means, now this A atom and B atom are covalently bonded. A atom and B atom are covalently bonded. In this covalently bonded atoms or a molecule, understood, one atom can have a more, what they say, electronegativity property. So that one atom, okay, will attract this sad. How it will bonded, a covalent bond, mutual sharing of electron. A atom one electron it will give, and B atom also one electron it will share mutually, and it will form a one covalent bond. This covalent bond will be attracted by any one of the two atoms. Understood? So which atom can have that tendency to attract the sad pair of electron? That atom can have the property of what? Electronegativity. If you take now, B atom can have a tendency, relative tendency, okay, to attract the sad pair of electron towards itself. So it will become what? Negative, electronegative. That property is called as an electronegativity. So how we can say the definition? Electronegativity is defined as the relative tendency of an element present in a covalently bonded molecule to attract the sad pair of electron towards itself. Okay. Next, the electronegativity is not a measurable quantity. So number of scales are available to calculate its value. One of the such method was developed by Pauling. Already we have discussed before this class. Pauling scale, understood, to determine the electronegativity. He assigned arbitrarily, understood, hypothetically, value of electronegativity of hydrogen, fluorine and all he gave 2.1 and 4.0, like that way he gave. At the same time, based on this scale, the electronegativity value for other elements also we can calculate by using the following expression. What is the following expression? Xa minus Xb is equal to 0.182 square root of EAB minus square root of EAA into EBB. What is that EAB, EAA, EBB is nothing but bond dissociation energies of AB molecule, A2 molecule and B2 molecule respectively. Understood? Now we are going to the next topic. We are going to discuss next is how this electronegativity property varying along a period and along a group. Okay, understood? Same reason only, already what we have discussed for the ionization energy and electron affinity, same reason only here also will come. while moving from left to right in the periodic table along a period, electronegativity increases because of increase of nuclear charge. Because of increase of nuclear charge, nothing but what? As discussed earlier, atomic radius decreases. Already we have discussed in the last class, while we move from left to right in the periodic table, atomic radius decreases because the extra electrons will go and occupy the same cell. At the same time, nuclear charge increases means the nuclear charge attract the outermost cell electrons towards itself. That time the shape of the outermost cell will be diffused. That's why they are saying decreases. So atomic radius decreases in a period as the attraction between the valence electron and the nucleus will be increases. Hence the tendency to attract the shared pair of electron also will be increases. Okay. Therefore electronegativity increases along a period. For this electronegativity, electron affinity, ionization energy, in your book they have given the graphical representation. Understood? How it is varying along a group and along a period. For that graphical representation they have given in your book. Okay. Next one. How it is varying along a group? Same way, nothing but it is along a group it will be decreases. Along a group it will be decreases. Sorry, not increases, decreases. Along a group, along a group atomic radius increases. Correct. Atomic radius increases, but what about the electronegativity will be decreases. Electronegativity will be decreases. So as we move down the group, the atomic radius increases and the attractive between the nucleus and the valence cell decreases. Hence electronegativity will be decreases. As we move from top to bottom along the group, size of the atom increases. Size of the atom increases means atomic radius increases. Atomic radius increases means the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost cell decreases. So electronegativity will be decreases. Okay. Next one. Valency or oxidation states. Valency of an atom is the nothing but already we have discussed in lower classes. From very lower classes, if you take 6th standard, if you take means how you have defined valency, combining capacity of an element you said, isn't it? Okay, so the valency of an atom is the combining capacity relative to hydrogen atom. So it is usually equal to the total number of electron in the valence shell or equal to 8 minus the number of valence shell electrons. Number of valence shell electrons. So it is more convenient to use oxidation state in the place of valency. In the place of valency, we can say what is that oxidation state also nothing but what? How many electrons it's losing or gaining or sharing while bond formation we can say, or otherwise how we can say how we can calculate the valency. It is equal to the total number of electron in the valence shell or equal to 8 minus number of electrons in the valence shell. Okay, next one. We are going to discuss about anomalous properties of second period elements. Usually anomalous properties means what we will say means in one class take one row. In that row all the other girls and all will follow like the same kind of activity, but only one girl, so it's different from the other girls. So that like that way we can say one group if you take means the first group, that is first element present in that group will show the different properties compared to other elements present in that group, same group or concerned group. That is called as an anomalous properties or anomalous nature. Understood? So as we know, the elements of the same group, so similar physical and chemical properties. Already we have discussed periodic classification lesson before this class. What we have discussed, the elements are arranged in the periodic table along period wise or a group wise. How it is arranged means because of the behavior of physical and chemical properties. Same physical properties, chemical properties are similar physical and chemical properties. Depends upon that only the elements are arranged in the groups and periods. Okay, so the first element of each group, from other members differ. Okay, for example, lithium and beryllium form more covalent bonds. Lithium and beryllium form more covalent bonds, unlike the alkali and alkaline earth metals, which predominantly it will form ionic compounds. That is nothing but if you take alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, which is called alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, the first two group are called alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. If you take first group lithium and the second group is nothing but beryllium. Understood? Okay, the first group of alkali metal group, the first element is lithium. The alkaline earth metals group, the first element is beryllium. These two form what they are saying, covalent bond. But the other elements present in these two groups mostly form what type of bond they are saying, ionic bond or ionic compounds only it will be formed. So the elements of the second period have only 4 orbitals, 2s and 2p in the valence shell and have a maximum covalency of nothing but 4, whereas the other members of subsequent periods have more orbitals in their valence shell and shows higher valencies. Example, boron form BF4 minus, aluminium form AlF6 3 minus. Understood? So this is nothing but what? Anomalous properties of second period of elements. The last topic, okay, we are going to discuss is nothing but diagonal relationship between the elements. On moving diagonally, what is meant by diagonally like this space line? Isn't it cross? Okay, so on moving diagonally across the periodic table, if you take periodic table, this is first group, this is second group, this is third group, like that way we can take means. Okay, if we move diagonally, okay, on moving diagonally across the periodic table, the second and third period elements show certain similarities. Okay, if you take first element in the first group, okay, we will have a similar properties second group of the second element. So like that way. Okay, even though the similarity is not same as we see in a group, it is quite pronounced in the following pair of elements, nothing but lithium, magnesium, same physical and chemical properties it will exhibit, beryllium and aluminium, boron and silicon. So this is nothing but what called as a diagonal relationship. So the similarity in properties existing between the diagonally placed elements in the periodic table are called as a diagonal relationship. The last topic, nothing but periodic trends and chemical reactivity. So based on this periodic trends, how chemical reactivity of these elements, how means we are going to discuss is that the physical and chemical properties of the elements depends upon the what we have discussed already, valence and electronic configuration, isn't it? So the elements on the left side of the periodic table, if you take left side S block, right side P block end. Okay, so elements of the left side of the periodic table have a less ionization energy and readily lose their valence electrons. On the other hand, if you take means elements in the extreme right side of the periodic table, if you take means it can have a high electron affinity. The elements in the left hand side, it can have a less ionization energy, so readily it loses the electron. But if you take elements in the extreme right side of the periodic table, if you take means it can have high electron affinity and readily accept electrons. So as a consequence of this, elements of this extreme ends show high reactivity. Okay, high reactivity, understood, when compared to the elements present in the middle. Understood. So the noble gases have a completely filled electronic configuration, neither accept nor lose their electron readily, and hence they are chemically inert because completely filled electronic configuration. Which one? Noble gases in the last group of the periodic table. Understood? So it is a chemically inert. So the ionization energy is directly related to the metallic character, and the elements located in the lower left portion lower left portion of the periodic table have less ionization energy. Therefore, it shows a more metallic character. On the other hand, the elements located on the top right of the periodic table, it can have high ionization energy, but the metallic character, metallic character is less, but non-metallic character is more. Understood now? So that's why they are saying, see, sodium is the left side when it is present, it will combine with oxygen and will form what? Sodium oxide. Sodium oxide with water will be reactions, it will give base. So it can have a basic and acidic in nature. So some elements have acidic properties, some elements can have a basic properties, and some elements can have amphoteric in nature. What is meant by amphoteric in nature? Both, some elements behave both acidic character and the basic character, that is called as an amphoteric. Some elements behave as a acidic in nature, some elements basic in nature, some elements if you take means amphoteric in nature they are saying. What is meant by amphoteric? Nothing but that elements exhibit both acidic properties and the basic properties. Understood what I am saying? Example, beryllium hydroxide BeOH twice amphoteric in nature, MgOH twice weakly basic, and barium hydroxide BaOH twice strongly basic. Understood? Okay. So beryllium hydroxide react with both acid and base as it is a amphoteric in nature. Beryllium hydroxide. What is the formula for beryllium hydroxide? BeOH twice. This BeOH twice, that is beryllium hydroxide amphoteric in nature because it will react with both acid and the base and it will give a salt-like product. Okay, ma? Understood? Thank you. Some reasonable questions, ma. Why first ionization energy of sodium is greater than first ionization energy of magnesium? Answer. What is the atomic number of sodium? 11. How we can write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Understood? 2, 8, 1. What is magnesium atomic number? Magnesium atomic number is 12. How we can write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. That is 2, 8, 2. So for sodium now, we will write the first ionization energy. Na plus energy gives Na plus 1 electron. Now if you take this Na plus, is nothing but how many electrons are present in Na plus? In Na plus, 10 electrons are there. 10 is nothing but neon electronic configuration. Neon is a noble gas electronic configuration, that is octet, completely filled electronic configuration. So first ionization energy of sodium if you take means it can have in the outermost cell completely filled electronic configuration. But if you take magnesium, magnesium plus energy gives IE1, first ionization energy, it will give or it will become Mg plus electron. Mg plus have 11 electrons. So it is not a stable or completely filled electronic configuration in the outermost cell. So what first ionization energy of sodium is greater than that of first ionization energy of magnesium. Like this way only you have to answer for the reasonable question. This is the concept. Understood, ma? Questions for assignment number 9. What is meant by ionization energy? What is meant by electron affinity? And some book back questions also. Question number 28 to 32 and the balance question 38, 40, 41 I have given. Okay, ma? Complete and send to my number.